Hello students, I am Ganesh B. Aglave, working as an assistant professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering, Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. In this session, we will see steam properties first part in that temperature entropy diagram. Learning outcome. At the end of this session, students will be able to describe and draw steam properties on TS plot. Now we will see TS plot of water. Now what is done? To study the behavior of water when the heat is added in it is generally shown on temperature versus entropy plot, where on y-axis the temperature property is taken and on x-axis specific entropy is taken. Temperature we can take in degree Celsius or Kelvin, and entropy will be in kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. To understand this TS plot, we require to imagine that in one pot water is taken which is heated by an external source. So this is the heating of water, and as it is for our example, as this water is open to the surrounding, so assume that standard atmospheric pressure acts on it. Now as water has initial temperature and entropy, we can locate its state by suppose this point number 1. As here water is in the subcooled region, in the liquid region, as we will start heating it, there will be rise in temperature and entropy up to certain point. So this heat addition is known as sensible heating process. During the sensible heating of the water, only there is rise in the temperature, its phase does not change. Consider point number 2 is the maximum temperature that can be attained by this water at that particular constant pressure. So 1 to 2 is a constant pressure heating process. Further, if we will try to heat this water beyond point number 2, as water has reached maximum temperature, there will be start of evaporation. There will be formation of steam beyond point 2, and assume it ends at point number 3. So 2 to 3 process, during process 2 to 3, 100% water in the liquid form gets converted into 100% vapor. Then to change this phase of water from liquid to vapor is called latent heat, process, and it occurs at constant temperature and constant pressure. The pressure remains constant up to point number 3. Then if we continue heating this 100% vapor beyond point number 3, then there would be rise in the temperature of water vapor up to any infinite temperature, up to any temperature. It will be greater than saturation temperature. So what is the saturation condition? Saturation point or the condition of the water is where there is change in the phase. That is, beyond point 2, if we heat it, if we add very small amount of heat, then there is start of phase change from liquid to vapor. That's why point number 2 is called as saturated liquid point, while point number 3 denotes saturated vapor point, because small amount of heat taken away from this vapor we would generate the water droplets. Now we'll represent point number 4 as suppose endpoint, and process 3 to 4 is also sensible heat process, because there is increase in temperature only. Phase change does not occur on the process 3 to 4. Remember, when water is heated by keeping the pressure constant, okay, the line 1, 2, 3, 4 will follow constant pressure heating process. Now what is done? The pressure on the water is increased step by step, then the saturation lines and the process lines are drawn on TS plot, so we can understand that process 3 dash, 2 dash and 3 dash has more pressure than this pressure. For 1, 2, 3, 4 process we considered standard atmospheric pressure, that is 1 bar. So we can increase the pressure from 1 to 10 bar. We may get such type of the line on TS plot. Assume that further it has been increased from 10 bar to 20 bar, then we would get this as the process line on the TS plot. After showing the n number of lines, that is processes, on TS plot, from all these saturated points smooth curve is drawn. It will reach up to certain maximum temperature and it would get deviated passing from the saturated vapor points. Then this apex point is known as critical point. This is the critical point. As we know, this latent heat enthalpy is denoted by HFG. So the latent heat of vaporization for that particular pressure is denoted by HFG, and it is observed that by increasing the pressure of the water, by increasing the pressure above the water surface, there is decrease in the latent heat and it becomes zero at a critical point. It is zero at critical point. So we can refer the steam table for getting these values. Now there are three regions on this plot. In left hand side of this saturated liquid curve, this curve is called saturated liquid curve, the water is in the liquid form. This curve is called saturated vapor curve, and the area which comes in this dome shape, the water will be in the liquid plus vapor, and this right hand side region is called superheated region. Water vapor is in the superheated vapor form. Now, as there is a change in the percentage of the water vapor from saturated liquid line towards saturated vapor line, one new property is considered, that is dryness fraction. It is a new parameter used for measuring the quality of water. So dryness fraction is the ratio of mass of vapor to mass of vapor plus mass of liquid. As along the saturated liquid curve there is zero mass of vapor, so dryness fraction on this line has zero value. While on the saturated liquid curve there is only water vapor, no liquid droplets are present, so dryness fraction has one value. Means the dryness fraction lies between 0 to 1. For the fractions like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, etc., we can locate those values on dotted curve. Suppose this dotted curve, that is dryness fraction line, has value 0.2. Similarly, towards saturated vapor curve, dryness fraction value goes on increasing, maybe 0.8, 0.9, 0.95 and 1. So these are the different curves which can be shown on the TS plot. It's obvious that the isentropic lines will be vertical. These will be isentropic lines. We can use the TS plot of the water vapor for solving the numericals for turbine, that is shown by the process 1 to 2, and also for designing the condenser from point number 2 to 3 process. This is the condensation process. For further reference and study, you can refer Fundamentals of Thermodynamics by Klaus Borownacki and Richard Sontag. Thank you.